Morgan, and today I'll be talking about the Hidden Alps of North America, which is North Cascade National Park. So as I was scrolling social media one day, I came upon this video, which has the caption, "View when your bucket list says Switzerland, but your budget says the North Cascades." So this video shows different views of scenic things and animals and different things you can do while at the park. And so ever since I saw this, I've been thinking about it. So when I had this project come up, I knew exactly what I was going to do it on. The North Cascade National Park combines stunning landscapes of glaciers and alpine terrain, incredible biodiversity, and unmatched outdoor adventure, all of which now face an uncertain future due to climate change. So today we're going to be talking about landscape and geography, wildlife and biodiversity, different recreation options, climate change threats, and then we'll end with a quick question and answer session. So let's start at the foundation, which is the park itself and the landscape it has. So North Cascades is one of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring landscapes in the country, which is why it has its nickname, the North American Alps. It consists of 684,000 acres in northwestern Washington, according to Hipple, and this consists of 300 glaciers, dozens of rivers and lakes, and dense evergreen forests. If you take a ride down North Cascade Scenic Highway, according to the Cascade Loop, you'll see views of peaks, valleys, waterfalls, hikes, and this will go all the way to Canada, so you'll get a full view of the park. Now that we've painted a picture of what it looks like, let's look at who lives inside of this park and calls it home. So there's a diverse ecosystem inside of the park, which supports a wide array of wildlife. The Cascade Loop says that there are about 300 species that live inside the park, and this includes land animals like the black-tailed deer, elk, and bear, as well as air animals like bald eagles, great blue herons, and ospreys. There are also water animals, for example, the salmon, which migrate up the Skagit River every winter, and bald eagles will then feed on them. So that just shows one relationship inside of the park and how the animals work together. From the scenic views and all of the wildlife, we can only imagine that this would be a paradise for outdoor adventurers. So let's look at some of the options of things to do inside the park. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned outdoorsman, the Cascades will give you something to do, whether that's hiking, fishing, camping, river rafting, or doing something else. For example, the hiking trails, there's the Cascade Pass Trail, which the Beyond the Bucket List says can either be a 7-mile round-way trip for a beginner, or it can be a 31-mile one-way trip if you're more experienced and able to do more rigorous hikes. There are also some pictures on here of some other things that you can do. And while this all looks awesome and amazing, it is under climate change threats, and it's very serious because of how severe it is. According to the National Park Service, glaciers are decreasing in about 53% of their area since 1900, which really affects the people that live in the Skagit County because the loss has caused about 400 billion gallons of their drinking water and everyday use water. Not only that, but extreme temperatures are warming up, which is pushing cold water species out, and of the 13 main streams inside of the park, about 7 of them have exceeded temperature to sustain bull trout. So we can see in this picture, this is 1960 versus 2005. You can see how much glaciers there were in 1960 versus more recently there are hardly none. And today we were able to talk about some stunning landscape of glaciers and alpine terrain, incredible biodiversity, and unmatched outdoor adventure, all of which now face an uncertain future due to climate change. So whether you end up going to the park or not, it deserves your attention because the places we often ignore are what disappear most, and that's what we don't want for this beautiful park. Are there any questions? Yes.
If you had to choose one outdoor adventure, what would you pick and why?
I think I would choose to go hiking, not one of the rigorous ones because I'm not that skilled, but I'd love to see the views of waterfalls and glaciers and the animals and other things like that. Yes.
What are your favorite animals in North Cascade National Park?
I personally am afraid of birds, so not those. And fish I feel like are going to be a little bit more difficult to see, but I've recently been on a big bear kick, so definitely bears. Yes.
What kind of bears can you expect to see at North Cascades?
So there are black bears, and then there are also some brown bears. So you really get a good variety.
Oh, okay.
What time of year would you recommend going for vacation?
I would say in the springtime, so it's a little bit warm. I'm not a cold weather person, but springtime you'll also be able to see all of the animals coming out of hibernation and stuff.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes.